lovelies. Sit with me as I tone my 613 full frontal blonde wig. If you like my content, make sure you like and subscribe, but we're gonna jump right into it. So this is my first time ever having one, a wig this long, and two, having a wig this blonde, okay? I was very excited to try it. One of my friends, he has a hair store, and I wanted to try something different, so he suggested that I get this long 32-inch full frontal wig. I installed my own wigs, so this was like just something new I wanted to try. So walking you through the process, first I had to remove the clips that are installed in this wig. I like to do a complete braid down, and then I like to install a wig cap over that. So the clips were just not gonna work with how I was going to style this look, so I'll go ahead and remove them. The first thing you wanna do in the process of toning a wig is to protect your lace. My product of choice is Gorilla Glue Gel. Do not confuse that with Gorilla Glue, or you will be, listen, in a whole nother situation. So I prefer to use the Gorilla Glue Gel. You're going to take that and you're going to evenly distribute the glue gel across the entire lace. You're going to go in with your brush and you're going to distribute the glue gel across the lace. Make sure that you work this product through thoroughly, or whatever gel that you decide to use. Make sure that you thoroughly work it through so that you don't leave any gaps, so that your tint or your tone won't seep through. So watch as I continue on this process and apply a second layer just to add some additional coverage and protection on my lace. This is how it looks once I've completed 2 different layers of the product, and I leave it to air dry for just a second while I set up my blow dryer. The next thing you want to do is set this gel and add a little bit of styling spritz and spray and work that through it as well. So the spritz is what keeps it kind of hard, and it also adds an additional layer of protection to your lace. I use the Bed Head Hard Head Extreme Hold No. 5 Hairspray. This is what I also use to set in my glue after I apply my wig, but it's also a really good sealant for the glue on the lace. Here we are blow drying our wig on high heat to set in both of these products to create a great seal so that we can go ahead and tone our wig. After that product has dried, I am going to get a tub of hot water. You are going to add your purple shampoo to this mixture. You're going to add enough so that it gives the water a deep purple coloring, so that you know you've added enough, that it's enough to cover your entire wig. Since this hair is kind of long, I went ahead and added quite a bit. To also tone, I'm going to put in a little bit of the honey brown tint to complement my skin. So I'm not gonna add much because, again, I am just toning my wig to take out those yellow undertones so that it nicely complements my skin. I'm gonna go for a more platinum look, so I'm not gonna add a lot, just to remove those harsh yellow undertones so that it complements my skin tone. After you think you've added enough, you're gonna dip and submerge your wig. the entire wig. As you see, I'm kind of just dipping it a little bit, bringing it up, make sure that it's coating all of the hair inside of it. I'm gonna make sure that I completely submerge this wig and that all of the purple and brown coloring and toning is getting into the thicker inner part of the wig. And as you can see, it's kind of instantaneous where it just removes all those harsh yellows, but you still want to make sure that it's submerged so that you can let it sit. I approximately let it sit for about 30 minutes in this tub of water. You can do it for about 20-30 minutes. It doesn't really matter, but the important part is making sure that you add enough of the purple shampoo and just add just a little bit of that brown coloring, or whatever, you might use a darker shade or whatever have you, but just making sure that you add just a touch of it so that process can sit together and remove those harsh yellow undertones and give you a nice shade of blonde. As I was dipping my wig, I realized that I needed just a little bit more of brown, so I added a little bit more, and it's perfectly fine to do this after you've kind of submerged it. So I took it out for a second, added a little bit of brown. Make sure that you mix it completely so that you don't have any hiccups, or you just have like maybe a blotch of brown or whatever coloring that you used prior to you taking the wig out. So you don't want any type of particles of brown in there. You want to be able to make sure that you mixed it thoroughly through prior to adding your wig. So you see it's a little dark, but everything is just an illusion when it comes to the coloring of the water. It can come out looking really, really dark in the water, but once you remove that blonde wig, a lot of those colors haven't catched. So it's a watercolor effect. If you ever like water toned or watercolor, use the watercolor method to color a wig, you know what I'm talking about. But again, I just let that sit for 30 minutes. I made sure that I got it evenly distributed throughout the wig and that I fully submerged it, and I let it sit. Once you're done, you've let it sit and everything, you're going to rinse this hair out. So you're just gonna rinse it with water, making sure that you're removing all of the purple shampoo and dyes that you might have added to that purple shampoo bath. And you see all of that harsh yellow has been removed. It is more of an ash blonde now, which was the look we're trying to achieve. And then now you're going to enter your shampooing phase. So you're actually gonna add purple shampoo directly to the wig and wash it thoroughly. After that, you're gonna go in with neutralizing shampoo. This is just to ensure that any active agents that you might have used with the dye have been neutralized and that they will stop the dyeing process, and that you're rinsing out all of the other particles that might have been collected in your hair, and just ensuring that you're coming off clean. You'll see I'm going thoroughly massaging the shampoo through my hair just to ensure that I got all of the inner portions of the wig, the outer regions, and particularly that lace. We want to make sure that we've gotten that lace clean, especially with removing all of the glue and spray that we added. Once you finish the shampoo process, now you're going to thoroughly rinse your wig, making sure that you get all the suds out of the lace, the inner part of the wig, your ends, everything. Lastly, we are going to condition our wig. This is a very important process when you're initially shampooing your wig, adding this toner, things of that nature. You just want to rehydrate the wig because, again, with that hot water, you don't want it to frizz up when you style it. So make sure that you add a very moisturizing conditioner to add back in that moisture to your wig so that it's not frizzy when you install it. Make sure you coat the wig, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you're just gonna go back and rinse it thoroughly once again. Ensure that you get all of the product out of the wig once you finish that conditioning process. After I finished washing all of the conditioner out of the wig, I let it air dry for about 20 minutes after I toweled out all of the excess water. And then I put it on my blow dryer for about an hour to make sure that I got the lace completely dry and that the wig was completely dry as well. And then I installed it, and as you saw at the opening clips, that is how my 32-inch 613 wig came out. Be sure to comment if you have any other suggestions on what the next video you would like to see.